Hey everyone, time for another Vive video. Today I've got 2K games and Cat Daddy games, Carnival Games VR. First thing I can say is another VR disclaimer. Don't see a lot of these in games, but this is a AAA title, and I guess they want to keep themselves away from some lawsuits. Thanks, Mr. Barker. So the first thing I want to say is each of these areas, the sports station, the Wizards Walkway, the Cowpoke Corral, and the Gizmo Grove, they all have different minigames in them. What's interesting about those minigames are you start out in the Cowpoke Corral and you only have Golden Arm unlocked. And then you have to actually earn tickets in each of the games to unlock the other games. So I'm going to start out here in the Cowpoke Corral with Golden Arm. I'm going to go through each of the 12 mini games, just give you an idea of what they're like. So you just have to knock down the gold jugs. You'll notice I'm the second place score behind the Kmart shopper there. And you want to knock down the gold jugs. Each of the silver jugs is also worth some points, 1 point each. But the gold one is the important one to move on to the next round. There are 10 rounds available, and that was a bad throw. So you want to try to get up to 450 points for 3 stars. 3 stars will get you 25 tickets, which are available to spend on prizes. Those prizes can be other levels in the mini games, or it can also be prizes that you can play in a playroom. I'll show you that a little bit later. Now, the Barker, if you're doing well, will give you some encouraging words. If you suck, he tells you that. Milkshake surprise, all right. So what I like about this particular environment is it's kind of a barnyard scene with cows, which we would use to get milk with the milk jug. So it fits this scenario very well. Almost. So 2 more rounds here. Let's see if we can knock off that top score. Probably not. Oh, we might do it. Yes, 559, 1 point. We got the high score by 1 point. So 3 stars, like I said, does earn 25 tickets. Those tickets can then be used to spend for unlocking levels. The levels cost anywhere from 15 tickets to 50 tickets, I believe is the highest. I've unlocked all the levels so that we can easily go through each one here. Up next, we're going to do the shooting gallery here. And what I like is there's a nice tutorial, so you can have someone that's never played in VR before check out these little quick videos, pick up the guns. It's just the triggers, really, for just about everything in this. And it takes me a little while to get acclimated, but once I do, kind of get a rhythm going. And if you do well, you can also multiply. So like right now I've got a 2 times multiplier. Now with these guys, I can usually get it up to 3 times multiplier. There it is. And so there you have it. So this one I didn't do so well. Only 1265, so I only got 10 tickets. You need to have 1500 to get the 3-star 25 ticket prize on that one. I am really bad at alley ball. I'm also bad at alley ball on Pierhead Arcade, which is my favorite Vive game at this time. Carnival Games, of course, has a little bit more higher fidelity graphics. It's more of a cartoon playground carnival atmosphere. Aiming for that 100, but I never seem to get it. Maybe I'll aim for the 40. Never hit the 100. So only 120. I'm not good at alley ball on this one. As you can see, the high score is actually 180 on this one. So we'll try one more time, but I'm probably not going to hit that 180. The other thing is not having the tactile feel of the alley below you is very strange. So 140, a little bit better than last game, but I'm not going to play a third game. You get the idea. This is your standard skee ball, alley ball type game. So that's it for this particular area. There is a prize booth over there. I've got a bunch of tickets. We'll check out the prize booth a little bit later. There's a playroom over here where you can play with some of those prizes. But for right now, we're going to go back out to the Midway. We're going to check out some of the other environments. We've got 2 other Midway walkways to go down. We're going to go to Wizards Walkway next. And in this one, you start out with a ring toss game. So it's very similar to ring toss games you'd see at a carnival, of course. It's not the best game I've ever played, but I did still earn 2 stars for 10 tickets. We're going to go ahead and play that one more time so you can see. Maybe I can collapse that board down to just the yellow. Or maybe I'll just miss them all. Wow. Well, maybe I'll just fail miserably. Anyway, that's ring toss. You get the general idea. We're going to move on to pop darts. Now, this one, you'd think you'd just want to blow up the balloons. But what you actually want to do is aim for that center. Because when that happens, you get more centers and more balloons. So let's play it one more time. Try not to rush through the paces. Try to get that rhythm down. So, again, not on the top of the leaderboard. 5 points. This one's got 585 for 3 stars. You can get it by hitting all those targets. But again, just a general idea, that's pop darts. I'm going to skip the climbing wall for right now. It's actually a really interesting challenge. I'll come back to that in a little while. For now, let's move on to the sports station. And we'll start with down the stretch. Now, this is when I was a kid, I used to play at a Midway a game called Fascination. There's also these horse racing games at a lot of theme parks as well, and amusement parks. You want to roll the ball into those little holes there. Again, without the tactile feel of the balls, it's really strange to play these types of games, but it does work in VR pretty well. How am I doing? Hopefully I'm going to win soon. There I am. So 44 seconds. That is about the same as my third place score on the leaderboard there. You have to have 35 seconds or less for 2 stars, or 20 seconds or less for 3 stars. Fast pitch, you'd think, would be baseball pitching. It is, but it's the opposite of what you think. You have to catch the balls. So it's almost like goaltending. So 35, not the best. I've done better. But that's fast pitch. You'd think you'd be pitching, you're actually catching. But it is definitely fun. And it's got the atmosphere and theme of a carnival game, but you're not going to see something that curve balls like that and things of that nature in real life. It's something you can really only experience in VR. Now, I do not have any hooping skills. Let's see if I can get 5. It actually seems like it's probably really simple if you're good at basketball. A unicorn pacifier character. Interesting. So that's Swish. Again, each of these games were unlocked except for that Golden Arm game earlier. How's it going, people? I feel like I'm missing something from this area. This is the Gizmo Grove. Again, 3 more games. We're going to skip the haunted house for right now. We'll go to the Shark Tank first. And this is one where you're pitching baseballs to dunk. The best revenge game on the Midway. Of course it is. Dunk your family, dunk your friends. Now, if you do really poorly, it'll say this isn't your game and kind of ridicule you a bit. But if you do well, he continues to give you confidence, which is fun. And I think it's great for kids too. Like, don't give up. The other thing is this game doesn't really require a lot of space for your room scale. It's definitely playable standing in a fairly small amount of space. So almost at enough for 3 stars here. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. There we go. Only 6, but still well worth it. See, is there around 11? There is. Awesome. Nice. Try to 3-star this one. Oh. Okay, so I got close. I do have the top score on the leaderboard now. And that's the dunk tank. Well, let's play the funnel cake stacker. Now, this one I actually played at PAX West. There's footage of me playing this particular one. I played it on the Oculus Touch. And I got 3 stars on it there, which got me a free t-shirt, but was not the top of the leader score. So it's trying to balance these as well as catch them. Each one that you catch, you get plus whatever is left on your plates as well. So it's an advantage to catch them and keep catching them and keep them on your plate. So that one fell, so that's only going to give me 10 again. And now is the part where they start to go a little bit faster. Eventually they go so fast that you get a bunch all at once. So many that you can't even really see the score here. I dropped those. I ended up with 517, which is the new high score on the leaderboard, and 25 tickets for that one. So as you can see, they're all kind of different themes. Some of them are variations on a theme. So we showed the shooting gallery earlier. This is the haunted house now. The haunted house is kind of like the Buzz Lightyear ride. It's a bit like another game that I really enjoy called Candy Kingdom. A lot of these games actually feel like smaller versions of other games, and of course more polished because this is a AAA studio. The graphics are extremely smooth, and it feels like you're kind of in an animated series. Again, on this one, you want to try to get multiples of each one, because if you don't miss, you get that 3-time multiplier, which is extremely valuable. So 2360, that's higher than my old high score, but not enough for 3 stars. I am atop the leaderboard, though, still. All that's going to change, I'm sure, later in the day today as more people purchase this game. This game just came out about 4 hours ago. So before we go to the last game, which is by far my favorite here, which is the climbing wall, I just want to show you the prize booth. So In each of those 4 midway areas, you have the opportunity to earn tickets. So these 65 tickets are tickets I've earned right here in, I believe I think I'm in the Gizmo area. So, of course, I unlocked the haunted house here. I unlocked the sports station here. Now I can actually purchase all these different prizes. I can purchase them at any time, but I wanted to unlock all of the worlds first. I need to decide what I want here. Kind of feel like that plane calling my name. Yeah, I'm going to go with this airplane. So when you purchase something, you just put it in the prize bucket there, and now it's mine. So the plane is a prize that I've earned. Now I'm going to leave, go back to the midway, and I'm going to spend some more tickets. Let's go to the Cowpoke Corral. And of course, you'll see completely different prizes here. So there's 150 points here for me to spend. I can buy a bunch of stuff. I think I'll go with this banjo. I think I'll go with the little prospector. Still have 80, so let's go with the violin. Let's go with not into snakes and spiders. Kind of want that train, but I need 999 tickets for that. That's not going to happen for a while. Let's go with the Chinese lantern. I still have 35 more. Let's go with the squirrel. This almost feels like let's make a deal at this point. Let's go with the little slapper hands. So I've gone shopping. I'm going to exit. Go back to the midway. We'll check out the sports station. Let's spend some tickets here. Again, completely different prizes we can purchase. Let's see. Let's go with the number 4 hand. Nice foam hand. I think we have one more midway place to check out. Let's go to Wizard's Walkway. Got 60 coupons for here. Wow. Good selection of prizes here. I could get a lamp. I could get a wand and a mace. I could get a lot of fun prizes. Let's go with the genie's lamp. And let's go with this sunflower here. So I bought a bunch of prizes. Now what you can do is actually go to the playroom here. And all of your prizes are available for you to grab and play with. So I've got a squirrel now. I've got a cow that I actually got. That was the first prize that you win in the tutorial. I've got my little prospector. Slappy hands. Slap the cow with them. Number 4. Number 4. Let's see if I can grab that flower now. There it is. And so yeah, that's the playroom. So you can kind of play with the toy models that you got. Plenty to unlock. Now it's time for the most fun of the 12 mini games. I did horribly at this the first time. This is the climbing wall. And I have a climbing game. I have several climbing games. Started out with a game called The Sweet Escape, which I played at Silicon Valley Comic Con, really enjoyed. I have some games that are not yet available on the Vive as well. I also have played The Climb, which is a currently Oculus exclusive title. But the climbing wall game that kind of disoriented me and worked up a sweat and made me frustrated the most is this one right here. Now that I've kind of gotten through it once, it's not quite as bad. I haven't fallen a million times as I did earlier. Okay, I've fallen at least once, though. So it says victory in the air, right? Okay. Whew. While I agree that I'm doing pretty well, it certainly doesn't feel great. And I feel a ton of pressure here to do well. All right. Whew. So I need to get to that crown. And reaching that crown is the end to victory. 145 seconds. I get 5 tickets for that poor performance. I'm actually not going to play again. But as you can see, 145.55 is actually the second best score. I didn't get any better than I was before. I'm going to exit now. Back out. That's all 12 games in this particular Carnival Games VR experience. Hope you enjoyed the video this week. I certainly enjoyed playing the game. Um, Overall, I'd still recommend Pierhead Arcade at $9.99, half the price of Carnival Games. It is my favorite title on the HTC Vive platform, but Carnival Games, you can't go wrong. I had to spend an hour unlocking all of these mini games, and they're all very fun, very repeatable games. You can certainly try to master, get the high score on each one, have rivals on the leaderboards and angle for position. It's really fun. Hope you enjoyed the video this week. I'll be back in just a couple of days. I apologize for such a late posted video, but I had some things I had to get done this week, and this game came out tonight, so I wanted to jump on it and give you a little preview. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR, and I'll see you in a few days.